Okay, so let's continue with substitution. There, you use it a lot of places. A lot of places. The most common is when there are two terms. Sorry. And there are two terms. One differentiate of the other. You use it substitution when there's two terms, one differentiate of the other. Two, when there's a square root. This is a very, very big signal. And then over here, for the exponent, differentiate power, you got front. Same with Go. Mostly for sine and cos. Differentiate bracket equals to front. Mainly happens for this. I hope I remember all of them. I'll show you the example of them one by one. Okay, can I continue? Okay, let's say you were given something. This is the most basics of all. X. Let's say 2x makes life a lot easier. Normally we would love to expand, but cube or higher than squared is always a problem. Someone might say, sir, we can use binomial, sir. How many of you remember binomial? Can you please raise your hand if you forgot your binomial? Including me. Okay, as you can see here, there's two terms. One left, one right. Or first or second. And if you see here, if I differentiate this one, normally with the one with the power lah. If I differentiate this, I'll get the front part. Okay? So we let u equals to x squared plus 5. We take the first term. We take the one with the power term. So now if I differentiate du dx, I get myself 2x. Look here very carefully. The next steps, I can split it up. Boom, magic. You can only use this trick for integration substitution. And normally they will not split. Okay, at this moment here, we're going to substitute them one by one. Look carefully. So u equals to x squared plus 5. Can I substitute somewhere? Yes, sir, I can substitute here. Another one. I would like to substitute this one here. Can you see 2x dx in the original equation? Yes, sir, there's 2x dx here. So what happened? This one becomes u. u to the power of what? U power 3. Okay? And then what about the 2x dx? You substitute with du. Remember the last thing, the furthest thing, you should not put it in the middle. If you put it in the middle, you will automatically get 0 for your works. It need to be sandwiched. Okay, integration and d, you need to sandwich the things. Yeah, that's the most English word I could remember right now. So integrating u cube, what do you get? u4 over 4 plus c. Should I leave my answer in this way? You should not. Remember your u is x squared plus 5. So you should sub back x squared plus 5 as simple as that. Are you okay? You still alive? No. Please don't die yet. It's too early. Okay, I'll show you the harder example of it. I would like to revise that formula, that example first. What about if I give you something like this? It's the same example, but this time without the 2. See the same thing. I see 2 terms. If I differentiate this one, I get here, but it's not with the 2x. See the same x. So let u equals to x squared plus 5 du dx 2x. But there's no 2 here, sir. So what should we do? The easiest way is that I don't need it here, so I transfer it down here. So 1 over 2 du x dx. And then over here, substitute as what we did just now. Can I see x dx? I can see x dx. This one here, u power of 3. The x dx, it becomes half du. I can write down my du here, I can write down my half here, but I prefer to transfer my half directly outside, because half is just a constant and you don't need it. If I were you, I'll skip straight to this process. And from here, the steps are all the same. u4 over 4 plus c half. And yes, you should not leave your answer in u. Sub back as well. 2 times 4, 1 over 8. X squared plus 5 power 4 plus c. Are you okay? And of course, someone asked me this question, sir, I don't want to do this, sir. I want to times 1 inside here and I get this answer, sir. X squared plus 5 power. Can I do this instead of this, sir? That's a definition of kiasu over there. Yes, you can. That's an easy one. Okay, let's a bit hard. Let's go a bit hard. What about this? I like that face. Can you please do that first again? Oh, he's hiding his face now. He's showing the very... What? What the heck? What do you think? Don't give up too quickly. Okay, can you see there's two terms over here? Where are the two terms? One numerator, one denominator. I can simply split it up something like this. Are you okay? Can you see that? And what can I do? What can you see? I see two terms here. If I differentiate this, what will I get? I get 1 over x. You want to try this by yourself? Go ahead, man. Viewers, I recommend you to try it by yourself. I'm going to write down the answers here because I don't want to waste my time. We take the one with the power. 1 over x. Yeah, I see 1 over x over here, so it's not that difficult. Du 1 over x dx. Yeah, maybe I should use different color. Coloring is also a choice next time, Rodhi. So we substitute cube 1 over x dx is du so u4 over 4 plus c, and u4 you should sub back. Plus ln x. Ta-da! Did you get the same answer? Yes, okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, now for the next one, with the square root. Can you see two terms? And what about if I differentiate inside here, what do you get? 2x plus 2. But this is x plus 1 times 2, or you can factorize things up. Well. So yep, we are nearly there, okay? But this one with a square root, the power is a square root, so it's quite a different thing. There are many ways on how to solve. There are two main ways on how to solve. I'm going to teach you with the easiest method. Look very carefully. If you see with a square root, you let u equals to x squared plus 2x plus 3 square root. Square root, yes, with the square root. This is the easiest way. Look very carefully. And then you need to do this thing. You square things up. So you got yourself x squared plus 2x plus 3. We make the square root disappear. And now you need to differentiate them. Class, looks very carefully. If you remember these steps, it's going to save you a lot of time. How to differentiate u squared? 2u du dx. Because we are differentiating to the respect of x. This one right side becomes 2x plus 2. Okay? And repeating one more time, if you see a square root, you take with the square root, you square, make the square root disappear. Differentiating u squared, what do you get? 2u du dx. Why du dx, sir? Because we are differentiating to the respect of x. Okay? So now if we go further, yes, you can see there's a 2 over here, so that means I can factorize my 2. Sorry about it. What can I do? Simplify it out. Okay, can you see x plus... Okay, now if we try to substitute this one, where do you substitute? This one here. What about x plus 1? Can you see x plus 1? There's 1 here, x plus 1. In fact, there's dx over there as well, sir. So du x plus 1 dx. Substitute. Oh, I'm just testing you. Pun intended. I forgot about it, sorry. Alright, so right now we are substituting this thing. It becomes u. Should there still be a square root? No, you should not, because you let u with the square root. Okay? So there's no more square root, so there's no power over here. Understand? And then what about x plus 1 dx becomes u du. U du. Remember what I said? This one is the last thing. U squared. Integrating that. U cube over 3 plus c. Should I leave my answer in u? You should not. You should substitute back. Are you okay? You can leave your answer in this way, there's no problem with it, but I prefer in another way of answers. Square root, I can also rewrite as what? 1 over 2. So simply your power becomes, oopsie, too large. 3 over 2. I prefer this answer instead. Got it? This method will save you a lot more time if you substitute with the square root as well. But you just need to remember, differentiating u squared, what do you get? 2u du dx. You remember this one, then your life will be a lot easier. I'll give you one example for you to try. You want me to discuss with you, or you want to try it by yourself? Try it by yourself. Oh, good luck, young warriors. Don't die. Okay, so if you see this question, I can kind of split it up. This way. It's not all pretty. And I see the square root, right? What about if I see there's two terms and the square root? If I see two terms and one of them is square root, you can argue with me and say that, sir, I differentiate this, I only got 2x. This is x cubed, different level. But mostly if you see there's a square root, we want to use a substitution. Look very carefully, there's multiple traps ahead. So firstly, let u equals to what? X squared plus 2 with the square root. What do you do next? U squared 2x plus, no, just 2x. What do you do from here? Sorry, I mixed my steps. Firstly, you squared. Now what do? You differentiate 2u du dx 2x. We can argue these 2 and 2 we simplified. Are you okay? Okay, here is a bit difficult. I can do this one. I can transfer here. You okay? Now if we go further with this bit, u du x dx, can I find my x dx? Sort of. This one is x cubed. Let's do a bit. I can rewrite this equation something like this. X squared over 3 x squared plus 2 square root dx. Agree with me? Basically, I'm splitting my x cubed into this. So u is still here. So now I can see my x dx. Are you fine? Okay. What can I do with this 3? There's nothing here. 3 is a constant, so it's okay. Move it outside. 1 over 3. Are you okay? Why can I take the 3 out? 3 is a constant. Not a problem. X squared, can I replace with anything? I don't have. Can I take my x squared out like my 3? I cannot. Why? Not a constant. Can I find any x squared somewhere around here? Yes, it's here. Tapi this one x squared plus 2, sir. Just easily manipulate it. Becomes u squared minus 2 equals to x squared. And then substitute here. Okay, now be very, very careful. 1 over 3 is outside. See? Trying my best here. 1 over 3 is outside. Can you see them? So this one here becomes 1 over u. X dx becomes u du. U du, you can write this way, I don't mind. Or you can put your u on the left side, I don't mind. X squared becomes u squared minus 2. You got it? We just replace them one by one. Now you here, you can cancel it up. That's a long one, mate. One over 3 u squared minus 2 du, integrate it as u cubed over 3 minus 2u 1 over 3. Are you okay? You forgot your plus c. Should I leave my answer in this way? No? What should you do now? Personally, I prefer to factorize first. Oopsie. Yeah, the handwriting is a bit horrible there. I personally, I like to factorize it out first. And then only I start back. So u is with square root. X squared plus 2 over 3 u squared is without the square root, x squared plus 2 over 3 minus 2 plus c. Yeah, I missed my square root. These answers are fine. What about if you don't factorize them, sir? A bit controversial. Sometimes okay, sometimes not. My rule of thumb, when it comes to variables, factorize as much as possible. Constant is okay. You guys okay? Can I move on? One last one before we end. I'll be quick on this one. This is for exponent. I think I'll make a new video for this one. Please watch the next one. Thank you.